So YUDERMA Eclipse Solar Active Mineral Sunscreen. This is probably the most requested mineral sunscreen review I have ever gotten. The number of comments I got for this product is truly insane. The reason I've been putting it off is because it was raining non-stop. I literally woke up just like half an hour ago and I see that there's some light and here I am filming ASAP. So I have been using this product for quite some time and I've observed a lot of things about it, and this one has a lot of claims as well. Okay, so this is very much recommended by a lot of dermatologists. So this is mattifying, it's water and sweat resistant, a pure mineral sunscreen, no chemical filters involved. It's got an SPF of 50, PA+++. That's 3 pluses, not 4, just in case you're very particular. So of course they say that this is ultralight and it provides IR protection. We're going to talk about that as well. So now, because I'm in a very humid climate and I'm walking to gym, I'm working out, I can give you proper sweat resistant tests. So I will be doing that. You will see a sweat resistant test and a water resistant test in this video as well. So this product is cruelty free, fragrance free, and it's vegan. So before we go forward, my skin type is dry. I'm reviewing this in a humid climate. So they say it is non-greasy and it is non-comedogenic. Again, guys, comedogenicity is very subjective. What is comedogenic for some people may not be the same for you, and you can probably tolerate some things that other people can't. When brands use it, don't take it literally. So there are two types of zinc oxides that brands tend to use in their formulas. One is nano zinc oxide and non-nano zinc oxide. Non-nano zinc oxide means big zinc particles. They don't absorb into your bloodstream. They just sit on top of your skin because they're too big to get, penetrated deep in. And then we have nano zinc oxide, which means super tiny, nano. There is some fear that they'll enter your bloodstream, but there's literally not that much evidence at all. And in fact, a lot of dermatologists, gynecologists recommended sunscreens are still nano zinc oxide. So there really isn't that much evidence. This says it's micronized zinc oxide. What is micronized zinc? We don't know. The reason being, brands, we don't know, okay? Depending on the size of the particle they choose to make of zinc oxide, it can be nano zinc if it is less than 100 nanometers, or it could be a little bit bigger than that, making it almost non-nano zinc. So it's mostly somewhere in between the two. If you're somebody shifting from a chemical sunscreen to a mineral sunscreen, here is something. Mineral sunscreens are always a little bit heavier than chemical sunscreens. I kind of feel bad for not having mentioned this earlier. You just assume, people must be knowing, but then no, people don't know that. And especially people who have always used a chemical sunscreen, when they use a mineral sunscreen, sometimes they get shocked because it is a lot more heavier and then they're disappointed. So that is a point that I should have said earlier. Our goal here is we are trying to find a truly lightweight mineral sunscreen. Okay, so getting into the ingredients of this formula. So our very first filter is the second ingredient, which is micronized zinc oxide. Then it's followed by micronized titanium dioxide. Both of these are mineral filters. Somebody had requested sunscreens which have brightening actives as well. This is clearly one of them. It has vitamin C and it is pretty high up in the list as well. Right after that, we're seeing niacinamide, again, relatively high up in the list. And we're seeing hyaluronic acid, humectant. We're seeing multiple humectants over here. So towards the end of the ingredient list, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation over here. It's Desmus rubescens extract. Basically, it's microalgae. Okay, and I'll tell you what that does. We're also seeing rosehip oil, tea tree oil, olive oil. Okay, now I know that a lot of people would like an oil-free option, but these are not actually very comedogenic oils. In fact, tea tree oil, when used in the right small quantities, is actually antimicrobial. Oh my God, the sun is beating. Okay, soothing ingredients here are niacinamide, lecithin, the microalgae extract. We're seeing anti-inflammatory ingredients like rosehip oil, olive oil. Antioxidants here are vitamin C, and niacinamide, again, rosehip oil, a little bit of olive oil. Now, IR protection. Which of these ingredients gives you IR protection? Now, if you went back to the Kiehl's mineral sunscreen, the Requil tinted mineral sunscreen, you would realize they provide IR using something called Thermus thermophilus extract, which is basically a bacterial extract. But this one is following a different mechanism, okay? So when IR hits your skin, something called reactive oxygen species grows. If I'm going to make this easy, it's basically unstable oxygen molecules. And what that does is, those oxygen molecules are so unstable. Do you remember when we were kids, we used to get those balls. I don't know, the rubber ones that like you'd hit once and they would go flying all over the place. Think of it like that. Those oxygen molecules caused by IR start to kind of like fire away. Okay, they're hitting everything. They're like destroying the collagen in your skin. They're destroying DNA in your skin. They're causing more inflammation, which in turn causes pigmentation. How do antioxidants like vitamin C and niacinamide help? So antioxidants are basically electron givers. All they do is they stabilize this crazy ball, which is the unstable oxygen molecule. It's like basically giving a hyperactive dog a chew toy. Like, calm down, here you go, this is what you need, sit down. So it does that. That's how antioxidants work. Their mechanism is a little bit different from kojic acid, alpha-arbutin, tranexamic acid. The way these work is a little different, especially in IR. This is how it works. So even the algae extract as well does relatively the same thing. Vitamin C does relatively the same thing. So in this mechanism, it gives you some amount of IR protection. So compared to most mineral sunscreens I've used, this is actually very watery. It's a little bit less watery than the Hyphen mineral sunscreen, and it's still very lightweight compared to many other sunscreens. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to half of my face. So I just applied it to half of my face. I'm just going to let this sink in. I'm not going to do all that rubbing stuff. It'll absorb on its own, and I'll come back to you in just like literally a few minutes. So also while we're drying this down, so I'll go ahead and underline all of the possibly comedogenic ingredients in the list. So I'm also going to go ahead and give you the rating of how comedogenic these are on a scale, okay, just so you have an idea. Depending on how the product is formulated, just because there is a comedogenic ingredient in there does not mean it's super comedogenic. If the oils or possibly comedogenic ingredients are formulated lower on the list, or they're paired with other actives which mitigate that, there's a lot that goes into formulation. But if they do that right, then it is not necessarily comedogenic. As you can see, it's almost absorbed already on its own. It's hardly been like 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just pat it in. Okay. As for white cast, what white cast? There's literally no there's no white cast, guys. Okay. So this does not give any white cast whatsoever. It absorbs quite quick for a mineral sunscreen, and it is truly, out of many other mineral sunscreens I've tried, I do feel like it is lightweight. Okay, it is actually lightweight. Now I'm going to go in with the other side of my face, and I'm going to give you many more thoughts on this one. So I'm going to attach 3 things right now. Number 1, the certification shot. Number 2, I'm going to go ahead and do the sweat resistance test. And then I'm also going to attach the water resistance test at this point. So the moment I dropped it in the water, it held shape, which is more than I can say for a lot of sunscreens. So yeah, it didn't fall apart. But after exactly half an hour, you can see the shape is a little bit off. I would give this a water resistance of 30 minutes max. So this is me in my gym's locker room after about a 12-minute walk in the hot, humid sun. I did another sweat resistance test towards the absolute end of the video, so please do watch that. Okay, so now here are my thoughts. We'll do a reapplication as well when I'm done talking, just to check for pilling. Now, there has been absolutely no irritation, no breakout for me whatsoever with this particular mineral sunscreen. However, I do double cleanse at night. If you don't know what double cleansing is, I've made a whole video on double cleansing for beginners. Please watch that so that you understand the importance of double cleansing. Please double cleanse with this one as well. I do suggest it because it is water resistant. Secondly, for a mineral sunscreen, this absorbs quite fast. It is lightweight. It is so easy to blend. It's such a creamy, soft formula. Like, it's just creamy and soft. However, I do not agree with the mattifying claim of the brand. I don't feel like this mattifies. I feel like it gives a skin-like to even dewy finish. You can see there's a shine on my skin, like it's there. So if you prefer a mattifying, a truly mattifying sunscreen, and if that is your priority, then this is not something that you want. Now, if you're somebody with dry skin, and I am somebody with dry skin, this sunscreen has truly been a blessing. Finally, people, if you are acne prone, sensitive skin, this is, in my opinion, a really good option. If you're somebody with oily skin, you will still like this. It's just that you guys tend to prefer a matte-like finish, and I don't know how happy you are with this one, but as you can see, when it comes to sweat resistancy, This product is top notch. Like many mineral sunscreens, you'll get like that milkiness coming out, and I tend to forgive that a lot because I know it's difficult to formulate a physical sunscreen or a mineral sunscreen without that bit of like cast coming out when you sweat. It's actually very difficult. However, with this one, it's almost truly sweat resistant. But if you are somebody with oily skin, do not use moisturizer under this. You do not need a moisturizer under this. Please just go in with a few actives if you really want, and then pair this on top of it, because it already has vitamin C, it already has niacinamide. You can just pair in maybe 1 or 2 other watery serums underneath, any serums of your choice. So again, this is truly a mineral sunscreen that I believe all skin types, all skin tones can definitely use. I'm trying to find a con to this product. For the first time, I'm struggling to find a con for this product. I really am. It doesn't make you sweat the moment you put it on. Like, how many mineral sunscreens make you sweat the moment you put it on, even chemical ones. This is not doing that. Also, it does not sting the eyes unless it gets in. My friend, any sunscreen, any moisturizer also, if they get into your eye, it's gonna sting your eye. So you don't want it in your eye. But around your eye, till here, it doesn't bother my eyes at all. Even if I'm sweating like crazy, strangely, I didn't feel like my eyes were stinging with this one. Pilling, let's do the reapplication test. Honestly, I'm reapplying it a little bit early right now, but the weather forecast says that the entire week is going to be like this. There's no light at all. But I'll tell you my experience because I've reapplied this many times before this as well. Clearly, there is a lot of sunscreen on my face. You can see me literally rubbing like a maniac. Don't do this, very bad for your skin. Okay, this is to show you that this product does not pill. Somebody commented and said this product pill for you. Are you sure it's this one? Because they also have a chemical one and a tinted one. I don't know. I think they have 1 or 2 other sunscreens. Are you sure it's this one? Because I've been using it for a while and it never, ever, ever, never, ever pilled. So please check the other skincare of yours. Like when you're done with your skincare, like let it settle down for an hour or something and then rub just your skincare. Now, does it make me look a little bit dull and greasy towards the end of the day? A tiny bit, yes. Still much less compared to many other sunscreens, but that's okay. I mean, if my skin is getting protected, I will deal with it looking a little bit dull towards the evening, but it does not look greasy. First of all, your skin doesn't dry out, and second of all, there is a little bit of shine, but it's not like full-blown grease ball. Also, I'm all over the place. This is literally such a good product and I'm giving such a horrible review today. The price, which was supposed to be right in the beginning of the video, but we'll do it now. This product is priced at 850 rupees for 60 ml of product. Now, I know it's expensive compared to many other mineral sunscreens in the market. I think Z-Block and a couple of other ones are close by. The thing is, there are other brands which have sunscreens priced at around 700, 800, but then they tend to do a lot of offers. YUDERMA does not do any offers. Like, I bought this almost full price in the Nika sale. However, it's 60 ml and most are 50, so you get 10 more ml. They're spending almost 1,000 rupees a month on sunscreen. For a lot of people, could seem expensive, but if it fits your budget, then this is truly a fantastic option in my honest opinion. So I have linked everywhere that this is available in the description below. If you're interested, please have a look. If you do have very, very sensitive skin, like super sensitive, I don't know how the vitamin C will work on your skin, because sometimes vitamin C can be a little bit, it can burn very sensitive skin. Now, people who have used this, people with sensitive skin, oily skin, because you know how your skin type reacts way better than me. Normal, combination, whoever have used it, please comment down below and let the others know what your experience has been. Do not gatekeep. This is how we all find better products for each other. So what has your experience been with this one? Also, it's been monsoons for me, but I have used this for long enough. I don't feel like I tanned, but however, there has been literally no sun. This is kind of how it's been almost all of September. So yeah, so that's it. That's how I feel about this sunscreen. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like, share and subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram and until we meet next time, lots of love. Stay healthy, stay hydrated. In case you guys want to know what the sweat resistancy of this is like, I literally just wrapped up filming this, and here's another close-up shot. I mean, it's still better than a lot of other mineral sunscreens. Okay, let's give it that. But there's a tiny bit. So yeah.